Yeah. Hey, what? Grand Matter, what's going on, Grand Matter? What's going on, Grand Matter? Tarot is in the building. What's up? What's good? What's popping, cracking, percolating? Really good in the hood. It's your man, Theo Butler. Yeah, we in here this morning. Man. Oh, man. First and foremost, I got to give special thanks this morning. Got to give special thanks for the purpose, the reason for the show. Let me first of all thank God for waking up this morning. Definitely couldn't have did it without that. My brothers and sisters, my younger brothers, Planet Fanatics, back of the bus. Thank y'all so much. Marvel Studios, because without y'all, where would I be? Shout out to Plant Poppy, because we couldn't have did this morning. We couldn't have did, ooh, good God Almighty Jesus, we couldn't have. Shout out to Walmart, great value coffee. Yeah, yeah, we need this. International creamer, yeah, raspberry vanilla. Need that this morning. Oh, good God Almighty. Yeah, we in here. But y'all see the title of the video? I was gonna tap my nose, stay out of it and everything like that, because me and some older folks, we pretty much made up our mind what we wasn't gonna do. But I look around and I'm seeing my younger brothers frustrated. What's going on, RC? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Flash by Night Comics? What's going on? I see my younger brothers bothered, rightfully so. Rightfully so. Let me make sure I get these notifications down. See my younger brothers bothered, feeling some type of way by the lack of melanin and XMEN97. And I just want to say to my younger brothers, I see y'all. I see y'all. Y'all not by y'all. Y'all not by yourself. Y'all not. Y'all not. I just want y'all to know y'all not by yourself. Y'all not. And it's a reason why some of us older folks, ain't even messing with XMen97. Y'all, you listen. If I said it once, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna knock on wood what I got it here. I turn 56 next Sunday. Somebody asked me, say, Theo, what we doing for your birthday? I don't know. And do you know why? I didn't think about 56. see, that's that whole thing right there. You be like, bro, I ain't even think, bro, what, hold on. First of all, it's a blessing to even be looking at that date, but I can't tell you I ever looked at that date and said, ooh, what am I going to do when I turn 56? That was never a thought. What's going on now, tell them? What's going on? That was never a thought. So I'm saying that to say this. We didn't see a lot. We didn't see a lot. And it's members of the Rock With Me Nation. I ain't seen as much as they didn't see. And I didn't see a lot. I didn't see it. Theo, well, what are some of the things you didn't see? Because you talking like you talking in circles. Well, the X-Men, the mutants. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. If I was born in 68, I was reading in my 70s. They was wearing them little funky behind yellow and blue costumes with the yellow pirate boots. The Beast was human. Bobby Drake looked like a whole snowball. And I know we didn't heard folks say this, that, then, and the third in regards to mutants in the allegory in regards to them, whether or not they represent the civil rights movement. You say what you want to. Humans can't tell mutants why they don't like them. There's no difference between a mutant and a superhuman. There ain't none. Humans can't explain it. They just inexplicable. Soon as somebody say the word mutant, they got a problem. They can see you out there doing a whole bunch of superhero stuff, no problem. Soon as you say you a mutant, it's a problem. kind of highlight the same way in the real world. You could be doing some stuff, helping somebody, doing something. They don't know who you are. You wearing a sports uniform. You talking to somebody on the phone. They don't know who you are. Everything is Gucci. Soon as they see you, oh no. Well, what's wrong? You black. So folks can say what they want to. I know Stan Lee, Jack Kirby never came out and said this, that, and the third. You know what? I ain't got to tell your ass it's raining outside. I can just look at you and say, hey, might want to take an umbrella out there. I ain't got to tell you it's raining outside. You can see me getting ready to go outside, and you see me taking an umbrella outside. That should be a hint for your ass what's going on outside. You're going on out there if you want to. That's why a certain conversation I don't ever want to be getting caught up in, because everybody want to be right. Damn it, just look. Just look. You ain't gotta say nothing. Just look. If I told folks to just read the X-Men and then read American history, I wouldn't need to say nothing else. I wouldn't need to say nothing else. I wouldn't need to tell you nothing. I wouldn't need to give you no direction. I wouldn't need to tell you what to think. It would just be like, okay, so read the X-Men, read it. Read the X-Men. You got it? Okay, now read American history. Well, Professor Theo, what are you saying? I didn't say a damn thing. I did say read the X-Men and read American history. Well, Professor Theo, are you saying I said read the X-Men and read American history? That's what I said. That's what I said. Oh, okay. So you say I said read the X-Men and read American history. That's what I said. Everybody want to be smart. Ooh, this, that, then the third. It's something to be said for common sense. It really, really is. That said, that being what it is, the X-Men still been missing some color. Like that ain't nothing new. Like no, that ain't nothing new. No, that ain't nothing new. Like I need y'all to understand that ain't nothing new. I'm going all the way back to JHS 120. I'm in the Bronx right now, Bronx, New York. I'm going all the way back to the late 70s. I'm in Bronx, New York, and I ain't seeing no color on the X-Men. And I'm going to the newspaper stand. I said the newspaper stand. I ain't say nothing about no damn comic book store. I said the newspaper stand. What's going on? What's going on, Molo? Not telling Molo, or to the Rock With Me Nation, Mowini. Yeah, it's crazy. Folks went to go see Black Panther and they learned not nothing. Not one word from not any other damn language. That is crazy as hell to me. But swear they black, never mind. That's a whole nother show. Yeah, even Spider-Man don't want to be mistaken for a mutant. He said he already got enough problem. Right. Listen, Nightcrawler in this whole run that they get Age of Krakoa, Nightcrawler went to New York and said he was Spider-Man. Put on a Spider-Man costume and nobody messed with him. Anyway, that's a whole different show. But you see the allegories right there, right? Okay. So because you can be a whole police officer getting ready to help somebody till you get out the car. No, we good. I can't protect and serve. We don't want your kind around here protecting and serving nobody. wait a minute, gee, whoa, what is we saying? Well, like I said, I'm going all the way back to the late 70s. I like the X-Men. I do. I ain't finna lie. I'm not finna do that. I ain't got to. But I would be lying if I ain't tell you that I always kind of like, well, damn. Because my representation when it came to the X-Men was Scott Summers, the dude with the glasses. That was my representation right there. The first five, because I wasn't big like the Beast. I wasn't like Bobby. I ain't had no money like Warren and everything like that. So my representation was Scott Summers because he had glasses. That was it. And it stayed that way for like what, 100 issues? I'm saying this to my younger brothers and sisters because I want you to know, like Michael Jackson said, you are not alone in how you feeling right now. Like you not, but I just need you to understand how long this been going on. Like, I just want you to, like, you need to understand this been going on for a minute now, which is a reason I'm trying to bring it home. Your older brothers and sisters not really checking for XMen97. We really not. And this was before you had X-Men action figures. So we get giant size X-Men. I got Aurora, chocolate thing. She got blue eyes. I don't know where that came from, but hey, cat eyes, like it's blue cat eyes. That's what she got. Hey, chocolate sister. Ooh, she regal personified is what that was. I got that giant size X-Men. I'm on the team. I said I am on the team. I went from being, it's crazy. I went from being Scott Summers to being, I went from being a Caucasian male to being a black woman. Me. Look at me. Look at me. No, come here. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I went from being a white male to being a black woman. That was me. X-Men back then. That's what I was looking at. That's what I was looking at now. I'm telling you, Scott Summers, my representation. Bringing Aurora, she replaced him. That's my representation. How long did I have to wait before I got Bishop? With a Jerry Curl shag. I just need everybody to, if you might not know it. You might not know it, depending on your age. But y'all talking right now about the locks and how y'all mad at folks because they want to do the whole thing with Michael B. Jordan's hairstyle from the Black Panther movie. I just need y'all to know when Bishop showed up on the scene, the Jerry curl with a shag had already been outdated. No. Dead ass. The only folks rocking Jerry curls and shags when Bishop came out, listen to what I'm getting ready to tell you. The only folks that was rocking that hairstyle was pimps and thugs. That's it. That's it. So when I say pimps and thugs, you just think about the pimp. Remember the pimp documentaries we see on HBO back in the day? Think about their hairstyle. Right. You NWA. Hey now, come on. Ice Cube went a minute with that Jerry curl. He ain't want to let that damn thing go. That's what was going on the West Coast. The rest of America, and when I say America, I'm talking about American Negroes, Black folks, African Americans, had let that hairstyle, especially with the damn shag, like, oh my God, for whatever reason, I do not know who was in Marvel's editorial room and design room, but they felt like that was the hairstyle. We went with it. We went with it. Now, we got excited because we was like, oh my goodness, we got a black dude to go along with this black woman. Maybe we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. Now it was already bad enough. We already feeling some type of way because we like, damn, it took us 100 issues to actually get a black mutant. We feeling some type of way. We already kind of like, well, we thinking the mutant's supposed to be kind of like us, but we ain't seeing us as mutants. That's kind of crazy because supposedly you born with the gene, and this ain't making no damn sense because we looking around and it's like everybody and their mama that look like that can be born with the X gene except for us. What's really good in the hood? Okay, well, I got 100 issues. Now I got me crazy because I can't get me being a mutant in America. I got to go all the way to Africa for me to be a mutant. That's strange because the comic book's made in America. Anyway, that's besides the point. Then I get me as a brother. Now I can't be a brother from the current timeline as a mutant. I got to be a brother from the future. And I still can't get with the sister. Speaking of sisters, my sister is gone. Never mind the fact that she rocking a blonde bob cut with a long ass rat tail. She was Bianca Belair before Bianca Belair even showed up. That's besides the damn point. She gone. So my brother that showed up on the future, his sister gone, and the sister that he could get with, no. This before action figures now. What's going on, Miss Keita? Having a mess with Bishop's background also. Yep. This before action figures. So me, black man, nerd. This before the word blurred even became the only where blurred came from. This me, black man, comic book fan, nerd, nothing. You know how much money I done spent by this time? No, dead ass. Do you know how much money I done spent at this time? I'm doing this video because I want my younger brothers and sisters to understand I feel your pain. That's why it's the reason we ain't effing with XMen97. Then we sitting up here, Lion King. I'm throwing that movie out there. It's relevant so you understand the time frame in which I'm in that me and my fellow brothers and sisters been going through. We got Lion King. I'm working at Toys R Us. Toy Biz is a thing. We got all these damn action figures out here. All the damn X-Men action figures. And it's brothers and sisters that's older than you, got you by 20 to 30 years, spent a guap. Yeah, that's old school terminology for ton. Spent a guap, a gang, a plethora of money on them action figures. Only two of them look like us. Only two. Mind you, that's crazy because we didn't see Generation X pop up on damn TV. We still don't know why Bumper Robinson played Mondo. We was like, why is he playing Mondo? Why he not playing Sync? No, for real. Dead ass. Mondo is Samoan. Sync is a, never mind. See, we had questions back then. You hear how high my voice is right now? We had questions. This came on Fox TV. We had questions back then. You know, Bumper Robinson, the dude that voiced Sam Wilson on the Avengers Assemble cartoon, him. He played a whole ass Samoan talking about I'm big, ain't I? Boy, you ain't never, I'm sorry, that's a whole grown ass man now. He ain't never been big. Never. Talking about I'm big, ain't I? I'm swole. No, you not. They was gender bending, race swapping back then. We sitting there like, Lord, what is we doing? So we feel your pain. We've been going through this for a moment. We've been going through this for a moment. Could not get no daggum sync action figure. You couldn't get Bishop Sister Shard as an action figure. He walk in my house and everything like that. I got 2 action figures. I got Aurora and I got Bishop. And we be tripping today about hairstyles. I'm telling you, they don't even know how to properly do hairstyles for black folks on action figures today. It was horrific if you go back to the Lion King days. Absolutely horrific. Do you know why they keep going with Aurora as far as the mohawk? That's the easiest damn hairstyle to do when it comes to black hairstyle. That's what that is. When the last time you seen Aurora with some locks? Oh, yeah, right. As long as she been in comics, you ain't never seen I don't know, not one black woman ain't never rocked locks, plaits, braids at least once. at least once. You ain't never seen it. Know why? Because they don't know how the hell to damn do it. And if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Let me give you, when you put it in that perspective, how long we going to be going through this is my question. Thank you. See, a critical thinking brother. See how he did that? How long? I don't know. You know what? You know why I don't know? I don't know because I don't think we care like that. I think we care enough to talk about it. I think we care enough to like highlight it, but care enough to do something to the point where Marvel gonna be moved. No, I literally sat up here. This is me. I'll go ahead and spin it forward. I'm in the Krakoan age. I'm living my best life. I'm in the Krakoan age. See, folks talk about stuff. You got to think about who you be listening to. I'm in the Krakoan age. Now, mind you, while I'm in the midst of living my best life in the Krakoan age, I'm also a content provider at this particular moment in time. I am. I dabble. No, that's wrong. I don't dabble in a damn thing. I'm involved in action figures. So I got Bobby Drake. Herschel did his video. Oh, not Bobby Drake. I'm sorry. Roberto da Costa. I got my action figure on Roberto da Costa. I've been knowing that was a black Brazilian. I got it. So I ain't feeling no type of way when Herschel. I'm like, man, shit. I rep it. I got when everybody was tripping, Eve Ewing did a run. I got Deathlock. I felt good, but watch this. While I felt good about having Deathlock, I'm sitting up here with my Nightshade action figure. I can't get her. I can get auxiliary action figures from every other from a certain other ethnic group. Why I can't get Nightshade? She been around for a minute. My daughters don't want no Nightshade action figure. That's black female representation. They don't think I want a Nightshade action figure. Why not? I got a gazillion Iron Man action figures. I don't, but y'all get what I'm saying. I'm like, well, damn. I can't get no base action figure. Why not? Why not? Transgenders do live in the world. They do. Hey, I don't know. That there might be a transgender male, female walk in my house one day. Would be nice to have that representation sitting right there. Oh, hell no. No, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. And we probably not gonna see Besa ever again. We not gonna, we probably, because while we did mention Prime Minister Folasar in Eve Ewing's run, I don't think we saw her. What am I saying? I don't think we mentioned Tosin at all. So what I'm saying is it's like a damn revolving door. Like the problem keeps, the problem persists. The problem persists. We got the Krakoan era. I got Sync. Oh Lord. I got Frenzy. And this is why me and D-Real say it pay to touch these IPs in more than one area. You talking about the fact you ain't got no melanin on XMen97. You ain't got no melanin in the upcoming X-Men titles that's in the comic books. You ain't really got no melanin in the action figures that Hasbro Marvel Legends put out. So when folks like me and D-Real be trying to say something like, hey man, hey, they tripping. What? They tripping. As I said before, when they was going through all that nonsense with Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, they was treating the action figure, they was treating the character like trash in the comic. John Ridley was writing that dude like hot garbage. Then they dropped the Black Panther action figure to help support, and I ain't talking about the Black Panther action figure that was supposed to be shooting. They dropped a Jack Kirby action figure to help support the movie. Thought they was slick. Didn't even call the action figure T'Challa. Just said Black Panther. When you touch these IPs all across the board, you be like, y'all ain't, boy, y'all ain't right. You like Sync? I like Sync. No action figure. You like Prodigy? I like Prodigy. No action figure. You like Frenzy? I like Frenzy. No action figure. You like Tempo? I like Tempo. No action figure. No, absolutely no. You like Manifold? I like Manifold. Well, I only know 2 people that's got Manifold. Yeah. Both of them just happen to be members of the Rock With Me Nation. It's me and Mr. Smith. Of course, we the same 2 people that's got a griot shorty. But you trying to figure out why Marvel Studios ain't putting no stank on them characters? They ain't been putting no stank on them characters. You want to know what was going on in XMen97? I could have told you in 2023 what was going on in XMen97 because they started dropping action figures early last year. What? Yeah. Yeah. If you're not buying the action figures, you're not keeping up with the merch. You don't know what they dropping, who they finna spotlight. Yeah. See. Watch this. If you followed the merch with Black Panther 2, then you knew they needed T'Challa to push that movie. They just didn't want him in the movie because they even needed T'Challa, not once, but twice to push the merch line. They released him as his Marvel Legends version, the MCU version. Then they released the Jack Kirby version, the version that showed up in the comic books, Fantastic Four, 52. That was done to push the movie merch. Well, you saying a lot because they released Shuri twice. Shuri as her nerd self, Shuri as the Black Panther. But they didn't even release the Black Panther Shuri to push the merch line. No, they released T'Challa twice to push the merch line. That told you how much confidence they had in the movie without T'Challa in it. Well, they've been dropping XMen97 action figures since 2023. And Aurora been the only person they dropped aside from Bishop. Mm-hmm. Aurora. And they didn't release her like 2-3 times to promote the XMen97. They didn't release the Bishop one time. I know. I got the Bishop. I don't know how. I don't. I do not, to this day, I can't tell you how he showed up at the house. I just got an email alert talking about your package is on the way. Huh? What? Wait. So now I got 2 bishops, but that's it. Ain't no sync. Executioner got an action figure. It's a nice action figure, by the way. It is. It is. It's a nice action figure. Madeline Pryor got an action figure. Mystique got an action figure. Magneto got 2 action figures. One in his red costume and one in that nice costume with the M on it and everything like that. Mm-hmm. Sure do. Sure do. Y'all talking about Sunspot? If you want Sunspot as an action figure, go to eBay, type in Marvel Legends Sunspot. You can get him that way. you can get him that way. You want him in the comics? Oh, well, X-Men Red, Sword. Those are older issues. You can go check it out right there. He over there. Prodigy, Frenzy, and I'm so hurt when I'm saying this right now. Dead X-Men. I guess they really finna be dead for real. Cause good, but and that's the only reason why I was buying that series. Cause I got Prodigy, and I got Frenzy over there. Nope. I bought Bishop War College. Why did I buy Bishop War College? Because Bishop and Tempo were in it. I got all kind of love. I did. I got all kind of love during the Krakoan age. And it was like, after the Krakoan age, I spent all that change. Nothing. Now tell him, ask the question. He said, when you put it in that perspective, how long we gonna be going through this is my question. What I'm gonna say to you is this. It was a reason why folks like myself, Mr. Smith, D-Real, and probably a whole bunch of older people stopped rocking with the X-Men. We stopped rocking with the X-Men because the X-Men, and this is why I say people can say that the X-Men don't represent Black people, but the X-Men still deal with mutant oppression. They do. And we just saw this whole Orchis storyline, and we saw the X-Men literally try and leave Earth to get away from humans. Humans was still mad at them and still found a way to say the X-Men were problematic. Made Scott Summers stand trial for something he did not do. Okay, well, I hear what folks be saying, but you still showing me people being persecuted for no damn reason. Okay, well, that said, we're doing away with it. All them brothers and sisters that showed up in them storylines, they gone. But left hand, you pay attention to it. Right hand, you not focused. You focused on this all day long. You're not paying attention to this. Well, in the whole process, is I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to do away with the Krakoan era. You're not necessarily kicking up no dust, no fuss, anything like that. As a brother, I can't say you shouldn't be, but you see how much representation you getting during the Krakoa era. We had Bishop, you had Sync, being featured in ways he had never been featured before. You had Prodigy, you had Frenzy, being featured in ways she'd never been featured before. You had Tempo, you had brothers and sisters playing roles. You had Sunspot doing his thing. Well, okay, well, round about the time frame that I'm telling you the age of Krakoa is getting ready to come to an end, I'm getting ready to hype up the X-Men 97. Now, you on the periphery, you on the outside, you're not really looking at it like that. You looking at what's showing up in the media, i.e. cartoon. You like, okay, the animation is coming. You're not looking at anything else. You thinking, you hoping as a black person, you gonna get this. Oh, X-Men 97. Well, you know Aurora coming back. Bishop. Now, subliminally, subconsciously, you thinking, okay, I'm gonna get something else because you're familiar with something else. Even if you didn't pick up a comic book, if you're old enough to have watched Generation X, you remember that TV show, so you know something about that. Even if you don't read comic books, you didn't talk to some friends or something like that, you know it's other black mutants out there. At the very least, you would like to think that number has grown. Well, your brothers and sisters that not only read the comic books, but also collect the merch, we like, nah, we ain't doing nothing like that. Thus, our excitement for X-Men 97, it's not as high as the next person's. It's not. We've already read the storylines. We're familiar with that. So that's going to temper how excited we are. 9 times out of 10, we already got the action figures that's being featured in the line. So that's lowering our excitement as well, right? Then if you sit up here and you look at what happened in the first 2 episodes, right? My wife is like, I don't like what happened. She's more along the lines of a casual fan than a comic book fan. Well, she don't like what happened initially. I'm a black person, African American. Say whatever you want to. But I'm the same person who's been living long enough to see us be the first ones to die in a horror movie. Got tired of it. I was the first one. I'm old enough to have been living long enough to see science fiction movies where we always be the first one get killed in a science fiction movie. I have been living long enough to where I have seen us buy comics largely not be in comics. I've been living long enough and I'm critical thinking long enough to where I can remember Steve Austin, the $6 million man, and I'm sitting over here looking at Victor Stone's Cyborg. $6 million, I can still look human. I'm sitting over here, Star Labs, looking throw it away. Mind you, Victor Stone was just a modern adaptation of Deathlock. I'm black enough to be, I've been living long enough, and I'm black enough to say I'm black and I'm proud. And I've been sitting over here looking at problems in comic books relating to my people for a long damn time now. Long damn time. So when I sit up here and I'm looking at my younger brothers, and I said this before when I started down this road with my YouTube channel, going down the angle that it was, I looked at a brother who said recast T'Challa. I looked at that brother. He went live on a Sunday. That brother was hurt because of something that somebody that didn't look like him uttered on her show. Grace Randolph. It's not a question of whether or not they're going to kill him off. It's a question of whether or not they're going to do it on screen or off. I saw my brother, whether I get along with him or not, still my brother. Still my brother. And I'm 10 toes down for mine. I saw my brother hurt, tears, because he saw it for what it was. They're going to kill the character off. Well, I have been privy to this. So when I look at my younger brothers today, frustrated in regards to the lack of black characters, Marvel, this ain't nothing new. But I tell you, like I told him that day, I got you. I got you. Don't worry about it. See, me and the old heads been dealing with this for a long, long time now. We have. It's just nice to know now y'all see it. Now y'all see it. So now we ain't got to ask no question. Ain't nobody got to look surprised when it's certain stuff me and my brother D Real don't like doing. We don't like doing because we've done it already. We bought them X-Men comic books when we weren't in it. We read, we watched the cartoons, hyped it up in everything. X-Men cartoons when we weren't in it. And it wasn't just the X-Men cartoons. We hyped up the Fantastic Four. We wasn't in it. We hyped up He-Man. We wasn't in it. Hell, we hype up. Wait, see, I don't be wanting to do this because I'll be to hurt some feelings. How many of us hype up anime? We not in it. Let me say that one more time. We hype up a lot of stuff. We not in it. Man, listen. I keep telling y'all, I didn't say it before. I say it as a joke, but truth told in the joke. I tell you, I say my first name is German. My middle name is Greek. My last name is Irish. Now, you can say take from that what you want to, but I am passionate about mine. What I mean, I'm prone to not give a damn if it's not black. Darker the berry, sweeter the juice. That's what Anderson Butler got in me. I'm subject to not care if I ain't in it. Don't ask me about no Game of Thrones. Don't ask me about Harry Potter. For what? I didn't see. I've supported too much stuff in my lifetime. I wasn't in it. I'm done. Don't ask me about XMEN97. What for? What for? Don't ask me about no X-Men comic books aside from NYX and Storm. Don't ask me about no other titles. I ain't in it. Don't ask me about no Captain America New World Order. I don't know what the hell that is because I'm trying to figure out why Thunderbolt Ross there and not Betty Ross. If I can get Thunderbolt Ross, I should have got T'Challa. If I can't get T'Challa, then I should have got Betty Ross. Red She-Hulk. See, I'm black. I'm black and I'm informed. I'm a nerd. I don't care about nothing else. I ain't checking for nothing else. I ain't checking for nothing else because I've been checking for other stuff that ain't had a damn thing to do with me for a long damn time. Now, maybe you got time. Maybe you got time. I ain't judging nobody. I was checking for stuff that didn't concern me up until my mid-30s. Now, maybe that's you. I was checking for stuff that didn't concern me up until my mid-30s. By the time I got to my mid-30s, I was done checking for stuff that did not concern me. What was that show that used to come on HBO with the four white women and everything like that? Everybody loved it, Sex in the City. I didn't know why the hell I was watching it. Yeah, I know Blair Underwood showed up in there, but that wasn't my show. That wasn't my show. That wasn't my show. I stopped being done with certain stuff. Yeah. I get it. But if I ain't in it, you ain't supporting me by putting me in it. And if you ain't supporting me by putting me in it, it's safe to say I ain't on the crew. If I ain't on the cast, it's safe to say I ain't on the crew. Ain't no stunt person, ain't no stylist, ain't none of that. Ain't no makeup artist, nothing. So why am I watching it? I feel the same way. If you got a comic book out there, because I've been reading the Justice League for a long time. Justice League, JLA. Okay, well, I just need y'all to understand. We read them comics for a long damn time before any color got on that team. Y'all like, Theo, what? Yeah. Yeah. We was rocking with the Justice League for a long. Damn, what Ace Vane got going on. Love your work, brother. Appreciate your work, by the way. But yeah, you talking about the Super Friends? Black Vulcan wasn't no member on that team, and he replaced Black Lightning. But it took a Black Lightning Justice League. I can't tell you how many Justice League comic books I bought, stories I read, I wasn't in it. And like I said, maybe that's what it is. You ain't there yet. What's going on, Kamoya? What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Freeman? Good morning. They got just about all Black characters, Marvel Legends for sale on Amazon. Listen, you better go get them. You want that representation, you better get it. What's going on, Austin? What's going on? Do you got the new T'Challa civilian figure? No. I would have to make one. I didn't even know they had a T'Challa. Send me the link. Send me the link. What's going on, Diabolical? What's going on? They got just about all Black cat. What's going on, Mr. Walker? What's going on? All temporary, sadly. Yeah. So it's one of them things where I don't know. I feel for my younger brothers and sisters. I do. Because I would like to have them things. I don't want you to think that we as older cats don't want them to. XMen97. Well, it's a continuation. You think you like to see more color in there and everything like that. But watch this. If Bo, shout out to you, big dog, from what I've seen, heard, been following the storylines from the comics magnificently, if I might add. So shout out to that. Hopefully Marvel will bring you back. I feel like you do need to be compensated. The show series is critically acclaimed. He needs to be financially compensated. Marvel needs to make that right. But in regards to that, if he's a comic book fan, certainly seems to be that's what he is. By and large, those storylines don't concern Black characters. You would have to get, if you as a Black person wanted your feel of storylines involving Black characters. Well, I'm telling you, as a Black comic book fan, that's the age of Krakoa. Or somebody would have to tell brand new stories. But if somebody is if it's going by comic book canon, you ain't got no storylines. The storyline you got is the one you don't want, and that's Aurora being stripped of her powers. That's the storyline. You don't like that one. You don't like that one. Watch this. When we read it, when it came out, we didn't like it. I was in high school. Think about what I just said. That storyline came out when I was in high school. Oh, it was quite a few of us pissy. Back then. Back then, we didn't want Forge with Aurora. Back then. High school. Back then. I'm trying to get y'all to understand what I'm saying. Back then. Now, I had a Jerry curl back then. See how far I just went back? Had the Ready for the World, Prince, DeBarge, Jerry curl. That's what I had going on back then. I had that going on back then. Nobody, no. I didn't even like the artist back then. I didn't. I didn't like the artist. I didn't like the author. I didn't like her hairstyle, because back then Aurora had a mohawk. I didn't like that. Didn't like the mohawk. Didn't like her pencil thin eyebrows, because that's what she had. It had the little pencil eyebrow and everything. I didn't like nothing about that whole storyline. Well, we had to deal with it. Well, if you're an X-Men fan today, you in your 20s, early 30s, you want some more colorization. Oh well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And just to help you out, there's no action figures except for Aurora. So you looking for some colorization. They didn't drop no Sunspot action figure. You gonna get storylines involving Aurora and Bishop. That's it. Let me say that one more time. You gonna get some storylines involving Aurora and Bishop. Whether those storylines involve them a lot or involve them a little bit, it's just gonna be them two, because them the only two action figures you got. Now, black representation. There's no Sync action figure. And the push that we thought we were gonna get for a Sync action figure based on the age of Krakoa, unless they drop in a Krakoa line, which I doubt they do now. It's over with, right? So no Sync action figure. No Sync action figure. Sync not showing up in the comic books no more. See how that go? See how that go? Sync ain't no Sync action figure. That means there's no perception-wise, no demand for Sync. Comic book-wise, live action-wise, animation-wise, action figure-wise. Same for Prodigy, same for Frenzy, same for Tempo. You want them, you gonna what? Heroes at marvel.com, okay to print. You want them, hashtag Hasbro, hashtag Marvel Legends. Squeaky wheel get the grease. Better start saying something. Better start saying something. Better start saying something. I'm gonna check that out, Mr. Freeman. I'm gonna check that out. You say Amazon? Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Kamoyo say he heading to work. What's going on, Miss Keita? What's going on? So yeah, when you talk about the lack of representation, that's why I say you got to touch these IPs across the board. That way you know what's going on with them, because believe me when I tell you, yes, they affect each other all the way across the board. One hand does wash the other. You sit up here, well, we getting the Agatha Harkness action figure. And you sit up here and be like, wait a minute, how you giving us an Agatha Harkness action figure before you giving us, watch this, before you giving us a Monica Rambeau action figure? Now watch how this go. Folks start talking about Monica Rambeau. Okay, well, you get the Dr. Doom 2-pack with Monica Rambeau as the Captain Marvel action figure. Then you get the Tiana Parrish action figure. Agatha Harkness, first of all, that's at Ollie's. Now, if the Agatha Harkness action figure is at Ollie's, watch how I go with this one. Have you heard anything about the Agatha Harkness Disney Plus series? Go with what I just said. The Agatha Harkness action figure is at Ollie's. That means nobody was interested in that action figure when they dropped it. If you've been following me on this channel, you saw me scratch my head like, who asked for that? Who asked for it? Indeed. Now, you don't know, I don't know, we don't know if it was Marvel Studios that called for that action figure to be made, or if Hasbro, Marvel Legends, thought that action figure was going to be a good idea. What I can tell you is that action figure is on sale at Ollie's. Well, that means nobody cares enough to buy the action figures. Nobody's invested in the character, regardless of how well the actress did in portraying the character on WandaVision. Nobody's invested in the character. Okay, well, they did try an Agatha Harkness comic book. Nobody cared for that either. What'd you say, Theo? I said nobody cared for the comic book either, because you didn't hear about the comic book being covered. Ain't nobody do no comic book review on no Agatha Harkness comic book. Did you hear about it? Did you hear? Was anybody clamoring? Yeah, they put out a comic book. Nobody gave two damns. Okay, that's the action figure not doing well. And the action figure is coming off the heels of the Disney Plus series. Now, mind you, the only reason why Agatha Harkness did that well was because of the actress. She got that character over. In the comics, nobody checking for Agatha Harkness. Nobody has ever checked for Agatha Harkness. That is Franklin Richards' babysitter. That is the mentor to Wanda Maximoff. That's it. Nobody gives two damns about her like that. That's it. Okay, well, nobody cared for that action figure. Nobody cared for that comic book. Okay, well, yeah, you Kevin Feige. You want to put out that Disney Plus series. You want to. I don't know why. I don't know why. But you want to. But you sitting up there looking at your projected sales. Now ask yourself this question right here from a business perspective. You've already put out an Agatha Harkness action figure that's currently at Ollie's. You finna put out a whole Disney Plus series, knowing damn good and well you put out this series, guess what you got to do? You put out this Agatha Harkness series into the Witch's Coven, guess what you got to do? You got to put out merch to support it. You would have to put merch out to support an IP you already know folks don't give a damn about. Which is why you don't hear them talking about that Disney Plus series coming out anymore. Which is why we sit up here and say, me and my brother D-Real, you got to test these IPs all the way across the board to see how they move. If you see how they move, you know it's not a question of whether or not they need T'Challa in Wakanda. They need T'Challa in Wakanda. They just don't want to, they don't want to admit that. They'll sit up there, watch this, which is going to be them shooting themselves in the foot. You put out a movie with T'Challa Jr. in it. You put out any action figure that's got Toussaint's name on it, referencing him as TJ, nobody's going to buy that action figure because every person that's a Black Panther fan that would have been invested in that action figure is going to see that as a slap in the face. Now, you'll have the Marvel stands that buy that action figure, but that action figure in and of itself, just like the Shuri Black Panther action figure, will wind up at Ollie's. And they know it. They know it. That's why they low-key scared. That's why I be sitting up, it's like, when I'm looking at my fellow brothers and sisters, we got more power than a little bit. They do hear us. They know how we feel about certain stuff. We not moving in unison. If we moved in unison, trust me, they be like, oh no, we can't do that. We can't do that. We don't even understand the power that we wield. Why was the Hatu Zeraze as action figures featured in that line? Think about that for a second. Who got the Hatu Zeraze in that action figure line? They were downplayed in the comic books during Jonathan Ridley's run, right? Right. Nakia was said, how did Ryan Coogler write her? He wrote her as being a member of the Hatu Zeraze. Who knew the Hatu Zeraze existed for somebody to sit up here and say, put them in that, put them in the line? Who clamored for the Hatu Zeraze loud enough for somebody to sit up here and say, you know what, we need to put them out there? If you an action figure collector, Dan never said he knew anything about Black Panther. Nobody from Disney, Hasbro, Marvel, Pulse said they were Black Panther fans like that. No. That was recast T'Challa asking all the tough questions. What in the hell is the high toots that Isaiah at? Where they at? What's going on over here? That was recast T'Challa. That was recast T'Challa, and Marvel knowing damn good and well they ain't have enough merch to move that damn movie. Okay, no different than with T'Challa. Yeah, they did that to low-key not ruffle the feathers when we don't want to put T'Challa on there, but they ain't got to put T'Challa name on the back of that damn box for every Black Panther fan to sit back and say, oh, that's Jack Kirby's action figure. That Jack Kirby, Stan Lee, that's Fantastic 452. If you're a Black Panther comic book fan, you saw that action figure, you knew exactly who the hell that was. Regardless, movie fans might not have known, but every Black Panther comic book fan knew exactly who that action figure was. Like, oh, that's T'Challa. We knew what comic book it was referencing. Okay, well, why you think they did that? And T'Challa wasn't showing up in the movie now. Mind you, that's another action figure in that way to promote that movie, and T'Challa not showing up in it. Why do you think that was? Who you think that was for? Okay, right. Well, no differently. You sit up here, you collect action figures. Well, they gave you Monet. She ain't showing up. If you saw the excerpts, whatever, the premise or whatever for the new X-Men titles, Monet ain't nowhere to be found. I got excited. I did. And it still might be a reason for me to be excited to get Sync, because I got the Emma Frost from that Generation X. I got the dude with the flaming mouth from Generation X. Yep, got him. I got Monet from Generation X. They dropped a Banshee action figure, but they didn't drop his Generation X costume. No. They dropped his Jim Lee costume, blue and yellow costume. So I don't know. Might get a Sync, might not get a Sync. But the way it's looking, because the Sync we would get would be to support the Generation X wave. And we don't even know if they're doing that. And who asking for Sync? He ain't in the comics no more. He ain't in the comics. Well, Theo, was Monet in the comics? Let's see. Monet showed up all over the X-Men during the Krakoan age. She did. She showed up in Eve Ewing's Black Panther. She did. She did. She showed up in what's it? Uncanny Avengers. She did. Monet got a lot of love this past year. Action figure, all over the comic books universe and everything like that. So we hope. You see you see what we're looking at? Better say something. Listen. Long story short, we've been going through this for a minute. If you're in your 30s, this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. Ask your brothers and sisters that's in their 50s how long they've been looking for some color when they come to X-Men. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. Y'all was kids when X-Men first came out. We was grown, had kids. We was excited to see the X-Men animation, but we Black. We still felt some type of way, and that's the other, that we gonna Black till we die. We gonna be Black until we die. And the way y'all feeling today, we felt that way yesterday. Like that's the thing. The way y'all feeling today, we felt that way yesterday. If you was reading comics, or you read comics, you just coming out the Krakoa age, they taking a step back. Well, if they taking a step back in the comics, they taking, I'm telling, they taking a step back in the comics. Like all the representation we got during the Krakoan age, seeing Sync be a leader and everything like that, him being in love with Laura, Laura being in love with him, seeing Frenzy being a interplanetary what do you call it, interplanetary diplomat. She was an interplanetary diplomat. You sitting up here, Bobby DaCosta, Roberto DaCosta sitting up here. He owned an interplanetary bar. He cutting side deals and everything like that. Roberto DaCosta was damn near on his way to becoming an interplanetary kingpin. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, well, damn. The only other person I needed to see get developed was Prodigy. Okay, but you got dead X-Men. Okay, well you finna start using Prodigy. Okay, well I'm good then. Okay. I got Prodigy. I got Frenzy. I got Sync. I got Sunspot. You see me being able to tell you they character development. So clearly I was following them. I'm checking for them. I'm like, okay, well, all right then. Well, shit, okay, all right. You might possibly get a love affair between Bishop and Tempo. Okay, all right. Bishop War College. All right. So the age of Krakoa is gone. Even with Manifold, because supposedly manifolds only work in their respective universes. So I'm trying. Yeah, I picked that up. I did. Black Swan. Yeah, supposedly manifolds only work in their respective universes. So yeah, but I was interested. I'm trying to see what's going on and everything like that. Manifold is back. He's playing an integral role in them taking down Orchis. I like Eden Fessy. I created the action, not created, customized the action figure for Eden Fessy. Clearly, I like him. No. First of all, do y'all know how long Eden Fessy been around? We got a little Eden Fessy love with Ta-Nehisi Coates. We got a little Eden Fessy love. We did. We got some more Eden Fessy love with Sword. Marcus, I don't know if you watched. Remember we was reviewing Sword. Remember Sword. Remember Manifold. The whole X Tower. Remember X Station. Remember he did that. Remember it was about to hit the Earth, and he. You remember that? We was getting some Manifold love. We was feeling good. We like, man, do you know I remember when old girl from Morocco, remember when she called him little brother? Remember that? Remember we like, damn. Remember say, oh, well, he ain't Omega level. Well, we're like, well, damn, well, if Manifold ain't Omega level, who the Omega level transporter is? I'm just gonna tell you. I'm telling you as a brother that's in his 50s, up until that point, Manifold had never gotten that much love in comics. Like that's what I'm telling you right there. That Manifold had never gotten that much love in comics before. And then to just, so if you and we ain't getting no Manifold action figure, did we? And that was a nice costume, wasn't it? That was a nice costume. We ain't get it. That would have been when you'd have got it. That would have been when you would have got it. And you ain't get it then, ain't happening. Manifold and Shorty sitting in the Wakanda tree. Yeah. So there aren't many black mutants. I mean, we got Gentle, we got Darwin, we got Manifold, we got Gateway, we got Sunspot, we got Bishop, you know. Shard. It's a young girl that can turn into Crystal. I forget what her name is. You Frenzy, Tempo. It's crazy because I'm damn near naming all of them. I'm damn near pointing out all of them. That's crazy. But no, you know, we kind of like, you know, I mean, I'm just gonna I can sit up here and say it like this. It's just enough mutants black. Well, you put together probably a good little. You probably put together a nice little team of black mutants, and I really want to say that they put all the black mutants together on a team. It's not over 20. It's not over 20. It's not over 20. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's like, it's not. I just, and I don't even want to talk about black mutant action figures because I'm sitting up here like, I got Aurora, I got Bishop, I got Sunspot. I got Monet. I got Darwin. I'm hurting. I'm hurting over here. I'm hurting over here. And as a black action figure customizer, shout out to Weapon Heads Customs. What I've had to do and free game is if you want younger black action figures, I literally went out and bought, and once again, shout out to Weapon Heads Customs. I literally own every black Power Ranger. When I say black Power Ranger, every Power Ranger that was black, not the black Power Ranger, but every Power Ranger that was black, I own every action figure because those are young heads, young paws, young customizable head sculpts and everything like that. So if you want to get it up there like that, that's what I had to do. So, but yeah, I'm gonna keep up with these notes. Let's see here. Bling, yeah, Bling. Thank you so much, Bling. There's no Bling action figure. So if you want, and that's an action figure that would be tough to customize just because of her look and her design. So she ain't showing up like maybe she would have been showing up in NYX. Nope. So Ricky Gibson, if they bring him back, yeah, that ain't happening. And I always thought Manifold was just a teleporter, but no, he can really ask the universe to grant him whatever he wants, but it's not explored upon so much. Listen, he was getting some in-play, Mary St. Croix, all that. Thank you, Jaron, for that. Thank you. He was getting a lot of play in he was getting a lot of play in Sword. He was getting a lot of respect in that run, even when they continued it in X-Men, well, X-Men, yeah, X-Men Red, when they continued in that, he was getting a lot of just the way the characters of color. There was a character that was also written that was a member of the LGBTQ plus. The way those characters were written, they were written heroic first. So you everything else was, it made sense because it went along with the story, but those things weren't put in the forefront per se. But every last one of those characters were used was like, you had, the last time you saw Bobby Roberto DaCosta get used like that, it was when time runs out. And then seeing Aurora be used the way she was used, I ain't seen Aurora like Storm. That comic book, it's got some big shoes to fill. That comic book got some big shoes to fill because the way she was written in X-Men Sword and X-Men Red, there was no touching her. There was no touching her. And even if I'm looking at the way she's being written right now in the Resurrection of Magneto, if they don't get Storm right, it's like Storm is the sequel. So you say, and you can't F it up. You can't F it up. You can't. And I already see some people looking sideways at the artwork and everything like that. You cannot get that wrong. You once again, that's the relay race. So if that's the relay race, you got them coming in off of X-Men red. I'm gonna say off a sword like this. They running. Okay, bam. They off to a lead. They hand the baton off to whoever running with X-Men red. Okay, bam. They running. Okay, well, here comes Storm. Ain't nobody close to you right now. Nobody. Aurora Monroe is set up for success like she's never been set up for success before. If you screw it up, it ain't gonna be nobody to blame but you. Nobody. This X gene be swerving black people like it's in the man. Listen, that's why I said I try not to get caught up in it because it's like, well, because folks got their opinions. You can have your opinion. You right. Jack Kirby, Stan Lee, nah, they ain't nobody ever came out their mouth and said that's why they was doing it. But damn, can you read? Or you living? You inhaling oxygen. You making it do what it do? Okay, well, you see the same damn thing I see. Does it make any damn sense whatsoever that humans don't like mutants in comics? No, it don't. Okay, well, what's the real life thing you can equate this to? Right. So what we be talking about? But like I said, you got folks wanting to feel like Mo said, but isn't he an inhuman? I think so. But that's a whole nother conversation because I could tell you Marvel not checking for the Inhumans. Theo, how you know? Where's the comic book? See, watch this. Watch where I go with this. Marvel not checking for the Inhumans. There is no comic book. When it comes to action figures, all you have is Black Bolt, Medusa, and Karnak. They're not checking for them. So if they're not checking for them in the comic books, mind you, the Black Bolt action figure was part of the very first Black Panther action figure wave. I just went back to 2018. Okay. Well, Medusa came out in, I want to say 2019 to 2020, and that was Walgreens. So what? Yeah, that was Walgreens. I almost want to say she was a Walgreens exclusive. Okay, well, Karnak just came out last year. So well, yeah. Karnak just came out last year. Just think about what I just said. You ain't even got the dog yet. And I know everybody would have lost their damn mind to get a lockjaw builder figure. Nope. So when you touch them in all aspects, you know who they putting their priorities on. You're like, okay, no, you're not. So yeah, the X team be swerving. But once again, I go back to this. You're an X-Men fan. And you look like me. You identify with me. And you get excited about XMEN97. Not saying you should or you shouldn't, but you trying to figure out, you'll look at me and you be trying to figure out why I'm not excited. Well, I'm not excited because I'm 20, 30 years older than you. I was excited when I was your age. I'm not excited anymore because I've expected better 30 years later. Well, now you feeling how you feel. Well, imagine how I felt when I was your age. When I was your age in my 30s, I had already been frustrated by not seeing me in the comics. Like I said, when I started this video, when I was an X-Men fan, my representation was Scott Summers because he wore glasses. Then Aurora showed up, it was her. So as a Black heterosexual male, my representation went from being a white heterosexual male to being a Black heterosexual female. I never got to see me, and by and large, I still don't get to see me because Bishop not really doing anything in the X-Men, and Bishop been around how long? No, seriously. Bishop been around how long in the X-Men, and what significantly has Bishop done since he's been in the X-Men? Since he's been associated with the X-Men. Everybody and their mama get costume change after costume change after costume change. Bishop they had more hairstyle changes than he had costume changes. So once again, where's my representation? How long has Sync been around? Sync been around since Generation X. What have they done with him? Now, mind you, as far as black male representation, it's Bishop and it's Sync. If it's LGBTQ representation, it's Prodigy. It's Prodigy. It's not Frenzy. Frenzy is a member. Frenzy is heterosexual. But now, if we're talking about someone that's been involved in an interracial relationship, it is Frenzy. But you don't see Frenzy either. They ain't checking for in the comic books like that, even though, once again, she was part of that X-Men Sword, X-Men Red storyline, in which she got a lot of pop. But there ain't no action figure coming down the road. There ain't no action figure coming down the road. That means you can curtail your excitement, your expectations in regards to seeing the character color. Nope. Bishop has not been declared an Omega level mutant. No, he has not. You got Aurora Monroe as your Omega level mutant. Stay right there. Leave that alone. That's it. So what am I saying? Much in regards, like I say, in regards to politics, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me today. Y'all could have been anywhere. Please make sure y'all hit the because I be forgetting to say it, like and share button and everything like that. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but y'all decided to rock with me this morning. If you care about these characters, you like these characters and everything like that, you have to start saying something. You're gonna have to start saying something, and you're gonna have to start doing something. Because yeah, you can get excited for XMen97, but maybe do some research in regards first, because here's what you got with XMen97, and I think it's telling. We need to thank Ta-Nehisi for using all those unused characters. Absolutely, we do. Absolutely, we do. Here's what you need to take into consideration. You got X-Men. You're a black fan, black comic book fan, whatever. Well, and this be me. I'm black African American. I absolutely identify with that. That is what that is at the end of the day. I asked the question about a week and a half ago. Well, I feel like, and I know me and my brother D-Real talked about it this past Friday, I feel like they did the black showrunner wrong. I feel like they made an excuse to capitalize financially off of his hard work, then use something they already knew just to separate themselves from him under the guise of, well, he was doing something he didn't have any business doing. Well, we as black people, comic book fans, superhero fans, or whatever, we're giving him all the praise in the world. Is he getting paid? We're giving Disney, Marvel, all the praise in the world. Is he getting paid? Has Marvel hired him back? When we heap this praise on Marvel, when we heap this praise on Disney in regards to XMen97, is that coming along with the demand that they bring him back? Because that's a brother. He black. And I'm 10 toes down for mine. But then you have to ask yourself the other question. For him to be black, doing the amazing job that he did with the show, where's the black representation at? He's a black gay man. Where's Prodigy? See how I just did that? He's a black gay man. Where's Prodigy? See, these are all the questions you have to ask yourself, and these are the things that, yeah, you got to be concerned about. If you say you're concerned about black, being concerned about black isn't conditional. Being concerned about black isn't convenient. Being concerned about black is a 24/7 responsibility. Supposed to be anyway if you black. I want to watch XMen97. I'm not watching it. My wife wants to watch XMen97. She doesn't feel comfortable watching it. Why? Because she knows her husband is pro-black. He's black. Came in the world black. He's gonna leave the world black. So she, as a black woman, doesn't feel comfortable supporting something she knows her husband isn't supporting, because that product is not supporting black. I don't have black characters like I should, and my black showrunner is gone, terminated. From what I'm concerned, was not right. Well, if I'm supporting black, see, it's a slippery slope. If I'm supporting black, then I'm not going to support that show because he got fired. I'm not supporting that show because that show ain't got me in it. But then again, like I said, that's me at 54, 55. I got fed up when I was in my mid-30s. So I understand if you're in your late 20s, you ain't got to your mid-30s yet, and you still tolerant of what you're getting from Marvel. But just know, it's folks twice as old as you. We've been past tired, and we've been past tired for like 20, 30 years. And no, to not tell them's question, no, ain't nothing changed. It ain't nothing changed because they can keep having us focus on this over here while they doing this over here. Mind you, XMen97, they started talking about this early last year. When did they start getting folks geeked up for the cartoon? When they started telling you XMen97 was coming? Right. You weren't paying attention to the Krakoan age, though, was you? What was you? What we sit up here and say? And I guess we can kiss this action figure goodbye. We're not gonna get her. Then we say we want to get old girl, the action figure. We want to see her in the cartoon. Apocalypse Sister, the one who, not Genesis, the one who can't be on the wrong side. She always guaranteed to win. Then we say we wanted that action figure. Good luck with that one. I know quite a few of us said we wanted that action figure. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Matter of fact, y'all like Theo. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. This is the question. How can I put it? Conspiracy part of the show, petty part of the show. So this is the question / conspiracy / petty part of the show. You know why they got rid of the age, the Krakoa era? Y'all like Theo? So if the allegory for the civil rights movement is mutants, right? Right. So the mutants, you saying it. I ain't saying it. I ain't saying it. You saying it. So the mutants, them black folks, that black folks, and mutants and humans that represent the relationship between black folks and equal rights stuff. Okay. I'm not saying that. You saying that. Now I did say on the video months ago when me and Marcus was doing it. I said, oh, I read this before. So I read this before. Like, and I was trying to figure out why nobody drew the correlation. Because I was like, y'all ain't read this? Because we all took them classes. I said, oh, Mars, yeah. Y'all not paying attention? So what? I said, that's Tulsa, Oklahoma. I don't know why we be done did stuff and we be done took them classes and we don't pay attention to stuff. Because I looked at Ta-Nehisi Coates all over again. That's what time in Galactic Empire of Wakanda. Oh, that's the slave trade. He just jazzed it up a little bit. Oh, okay. Krakoa, Mars. Oh, because I was you're not understanding why folks concerned. Okay, so the mutants literally left humans. Started the mutants literally left mutants and started their own colony. Like they left. Like that was Rosewood in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know that? They left and started their own settlement. They're like, yeah, we finna leave. And the humans was like, no. That story got historical context to it. You didn't see it, you didn't pick it up. The mutants did what the humans wanted them to do. Get up and leave. And that still wasn't good enough. That's still one. The mutants went to the mutants left every continent on Earth and went to their own island. And that still wasn't good enough. And when that wasn't good enough, they left the planet. And that still wasn't good enough. So you don't see the similarities. Like I'm blind in one eye and can't see out the other one. Even I can see the similarity. You can't. You never read. You didn't. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it alone. You mean just like they capitalize on Chadwick's death to get rid of T'Challa? Yeah, we seeing a pattern no one else is paying attention to. I'm like Marshawn Lynch. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm just here so I don't get fined. You watch this. It ain't like it ain't like I'm lying to you. No. I'm just telling you what I saw. And I'm asking you, you didn't see it? That's all. You didn't read that? You can't draw the correlation with that one. You don't see that one. You don't see how the mutants left every continent and told humanity why they was leaving every continent. Y'all don't want us here. And when they left and set up their own settlement, they came up with their own rules. They did. They came up with their own rules. They did. And watch this. They was even willing to work with the humans. They was willing to work with the people they separated themselves from because them folks was persecuting, hunting, and killing them. They moved away from the folks who was hunting, persecuting, and killing them and was still willing to do business with them. That's American history. Just for them same people to come to where they lived at. You didn't. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So when you this last year's Hellfire Gala, that the Tulsa, Oklahoma bombing, that they come to you when they celebrate, when they mind their own business. They mind their own John Brown business. Orchids came through there and with extreme prejudice. Old, young, male, female, did not care at all. At all. They was minding their business. Had done moved away from humans. Well, so I'm just get off my plane away. So you're a brother, you're a sister, you me, you feeling some type of way. Well, you're not by yourself, as Michael Jackson is saying, you are not alone. We just was feeling this way 30 years ago. We here now. It's why we stopped effing with them 30 years ago. We did. We stopped effing with them. We stopped effing with the X-Men, and it's why some of us have said we went back and started effing with them during the Krakoa era. We did, because we saw us. But it's why we fixed to pull back and stop effing with them again. I can tell you it's only going to be 2 titles that I'm going to buy in regards to the X-Men. Storm and NYX. Heard Prodigy gonna be in it. I'm gonna pick it up to represent the big dog and everything like that. But other than that, you got to figure out what it is. I'm telling you, if you want things done a certain type of way, you're gonna have to unapologetically be you. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Stop letting people make you feel bad about that. Stop letting, oh, well, you should be okay. Well, when you become about everybody, then I'll be about everybody. But as long as you only looking out for you, then I'm only looking out for me. Stop me. I think that's the thing that we get into. Folks be making us feel bad. We feel like we got to do it. No, if there's nothing wrong with being unapologetically this way, then there's nothing wrong with being unapologetically black. Just be black. If it ain't black, don't do it. Remember when black folks left TikTok? See what happened? Yeah, just be black. Just be black. And that's how you bend folks. Folks want to talk slick on social media, bending $1 billion company. Black folks have always been successful when it comes to bending companies to our will. But it's always money that impacts it. It's always money. We either spend money on it or we don't spend money on it. When we spend money on it, we bend it to our will. We take our money away. Okay, well, we got to, and it's not like it's anything foreign. No, folks have said we're the #1 demographic when it comes to spending money. Okay, well, your plight is you feel like you don't have enough black representation in regards to XMen97. Stop effing with it. Apocalypse is black. His wife is black. His 4 horsemen children are black. They are. And you got an Apocalypse action figure by 3 versions. You ain't got no action figure of his wife. You don't have no action figure of his children. You don't have no representation of his wife. You don't have any representation of his children. And if you don't have that, if they just did away with the Krakoa age, right? and you don't have any action figures, right? What's the likelihood of you seeing them? Thus, while your statement is true, it don't move the needle. My wife don't have Apocalypse wife, Genesis. She don't have a Genesis action figure. There's no representation of Genesis in the house. There's no representation of Genesis sister in the house. None. We don't, and since we moving away from the Krakoa age, where are they? Does Apocalypse still have 4 children? Does Apocalypse still have a wife? Because all that was in the Krakoa age. We don't even know if that's been retconned or not. It's good and unbeaten. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We wanted Black representation. We wanted that. It's not enough just to talk about it. No, it has to actually be something that's fought for, something that's required. But we're able to sit up here and say that. Don't matter if we're not getting them. Not at all. So I what I can tell you is this: closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed, and you can't think that you're ever going to. We can't think that we're ever going to draw the concerns of a multi-billion-dollar company by not impacting their bottom line. They have to know their bottom line will be impacted. That's why I made the statement in regards to what they did in regards to Black Panther Wakanda Forever, what they did to make sure that movie was supported. They saw the bottom line and how the bottom line could be potentially impacted if there was no T'Challa. Ryan Coogler alluded to how he was impacted as a director without a T'Challa. Well, that's because they're looking at us as the fan base and seeing how we move. Well, as Black people, you're a fan base as well. But we have to make ourselves known and heard. One, we have to come across as being intelligent, being articulate, knowing the history of these characters. Two, it has to be where by and large, it's more of us walking in lockstep than it's not. If Black is a concern of yours, if Black is a concern, if Black representation and Black imagery is a concern of yours, it's something you're going to have to be consistent with. You don't have the luxury of taking your foot off the gas. The reason why I'm saying that is because it's people twice as old as you who have been experiencing it. If you're in your 20s and they're in their 50s, they've experienced it twice as long as you've been living. If you don't want to experience it for the same length of time, I don't want to say you're gonna have to follow their lead. I don't want to have to say that, but they're telling you to be concerned for a reason. It's almost one of those things where, as a parent, you don't want to see your child make the same mistakes you did. You don't. It's one of the most frustrating things to see is to see your child go through the same stuff that you did. Well, I can tell you as a older Black person who loves my race. Somebody said the other day, if I had to do it all over again, I would come back Black. Well, one of the most frustrating things in the world is to look at my younger Black brothers and sisters and see you getting ready to make the same damn mistakes, knowing it's going to result in the same thing you going through right now. You're going to be complaining about the same stuff 20, 30 years from now. You're going to be complaining about Black representation. You're going to be complaining about Black imagery. And even though somebody is going to tell you, well, there have been advancements made, you're going to be like, that ain't enough. You're going to be sitting back thinking about how you as a people, we as a people, we as a race, we as an ethnicity, we as a culture are moving at a snail's pace while everybody else is moving along at what we think looking like is damn light speed. Well, we're going to have to, at some point in time, become unapologetically black. We don't have to apologize for being black because ain't nobody else apologizing for being who they are. So, and it's going to be it where we're going to have to stop subdividing ourselves as well. What do I mean when I say that? Black is going to have to be it. Stop dividing ourselves along gender, hair texture, deviation of brown pigmentation, sexual orientation. You're black, you're black. That's going to have to be it. Black male, black female. You black, you black. And you're going to have to own that. And you're going to have to be unapologetically about that. You're going to have to sit behind now. Anybody got something to say about black? You're going to have to tear off into their ass. And you're going to have to be like, no, we black. If we got black issues, our black issues going to have to stay in our black house. Anybody want to step outside that black house and get beside themselves like Candace Owens, you're going to have to leave her ass outside that black house. But as black, you're going to have to start demanding better. We going to have to start demanding better. It can't be just all about the Snowfall. I like Snowfall. Well, I like the actor. Like I just told somebody the other day, I'm like him, frankly. I don't play about my money. I don't play about my money. But it's going to have to be where we say we black. Okay, well, we want all black, not just part of black. We don't want just the black hood. We want the black college. We don't want just the black street. We want the black bridge. We don't want just the black apartment. We want the black house. We don't want just the black woman. We want just the black. We want the black man too. We don't just want the black heterosexual. We want the black LGBT. We're gonna have to claim it all. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate. They just might. They just might. But yeah, we're gonna have to claim it all. Claim it all and be unapologetic with it. And when somebody get ready to say, somebody get beside themselves, want to say something about somebody black, nope. Well, it's a black topic. It's a black topic. It's a black topic. Well, I just are you black? Do you identify as black? Yeah, okay. Well, this ain't got nothing to do with you. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Like I said, I don't want to. They want to talk politics. Okay, if it ain't dealing with black politics, we don't care. Ain't no such thing no more. Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative. No, black. Black. Somebody want to say make America great again? Okay, well, I want to make America black. Be unapologetic with it. Okay, well, you only concerned about Republican stuff? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm only concerned about black stuff. Does your Republican stuff have anything to do with my black stuff? No. Okay, well. Does your Democrat stuff have anything to do with my black stuff? No. Okay, well. I ain't got it. But as the group said, and I'm finna get up out of here, as the group said, and I would like to think that we could get behind this now, because now I'm finna they said it. Now I ain't as young as them. I ain't as young as them. Now I could probably do the dance step to come along with it, but I ain't as young as them. And quite a few of my younger brothers and sisters got the song on their playlist. You do. You got the song on their playlist. As far as you concerned, they one of the best rap groups out there and everything like that. So you like them. You like them. You like them. Cool. What them boys say? Walk it like I talk it. Well, You say you black. You say you feeling some type of way. Say you say you need to see more of you. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. You say you need to see better you. You know what? You not wrong. You absolutely right. I'm here to tell you, whatever you want to call me, Theo, Grio, what big dog, whatever you want to call me, you asshole, whatever you want to call me, I got your back. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm supporting you. It's just 24/7. It's 24/7. And what you going through, how you feeling right now, I've been feeling like that for 20, 30 some years. And if you don't like how you feel right now, you got to know I'm tired. And I ain't by myself. So what we gonna do? I asked that question. I ask it again. Because it's a we thing. It is. You feel it, I feel it. What we gonna do? Because I want what you want. I want to see more of us. And you're not wrong for that. We're not wrong for that. Listen, click, like, share, subscribe, man. I appreciate it. Ain't nothing wrong with being black. I'm just gonna tell you, like, I ain't nothing wrong with being black. If I had to do it all over again, I would. You not wrong for wanting to see more color, more black, and everything like that. You're not wrong for that. It's just that we got to be prepared to do what's necessary to get more black. If you understand what I'm saying, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Still working on the video for you, Miss Keita. Still working on that video. We're gonna get it out there. Black, the heroes, well, the villains, Black Panther, Wakanda, and everything like that. We still working on that video. We're gonna get it out there. Greetings, Theo, everyone in chat. I'm late to the stream. That's okay. That's okay. It's all good. It's all good. I think we had a good stream, almost 2 hours in and everything like that. But essentially, the thing is, Afro, if we want it, we're gonna have to fight for it. If we want it, we can't be complacent. I see my brothers feeling some type of way this morning. They got a right to feel some type of way, but it's one of them things where we've been feeling this way for a minute. If you've been living long enough, how you feeling right now? That ain't nothing new. I'm able to laugh about it. What's going on, Juju? I'm able to laugh about it because you know when you've been through something for so long, you're able to look back at it. But the frustration, like y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. And this is one of them times when I would say, if you are somebody that's in your 30s and you're a comic book fan, you're a black person in your 30s and you're a comic book fan, this is one of them times when I would say you probably do need to talk to somebody that's black, that's in their 50s, and just sit and listen to them. Because it's a lot of stuff that you be sitting back like, wow, for real? Like that's what happened. I think about the times that I spent with my great grandmother and just the stories that she would tell me, or the stories that my grandfather would tell me as I'm listening and everything, and being able to reflect on those stories, you be like, damn, it was some knowledge. You sit back and you rewind those stories, you gain a healthy appreciation for it. If you're a comic book fan, you're a black comic book fan, and you're in your early 30s, I'm telling you right now, I'm sitting here in front of this camera. And as I stare off to the right, I'm literally looking at the first cover of the all new, all different Teen Titans, where they running at the cover. Actually had that comic in my hand. Went to the comic book store and bought it. Like you just have no idea. Like being able to say you had that comic book in your hand where the Doom Patrol bit the big dust or took a dirt nap, and you sit there like, it's a different feel. It's a different feel. But yeah, so thank you so much, Steve. Appreciate that. So yeah, we're gonna come back, talk about some more comic book content today. In the meantime, in between time, like, share, subscribe. It's been a blessing. Y'all know how we get down. Want to be able to talk to you and not about you. So make sure you take care of yourself. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.